Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armoury. Um, welcome to Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2 match reaction. Yeah, it's another one of those, isn't it? Dejected reactions. Here's that day-long intro. Big up to Munzie. Title is done. It's been done for me for a while, Bryn, I'll be honest. Yeah, it, this is within us this season. We've looked like this all season. There is severe aggression, and people don't seem to see it. It's why I've called this one "We Can't Win with 10.5 Men" because Partey's been great this season. By the way, when he's in DM, when he's a DM, absolutely fantastic. When he's right back, not so good. Marino didn't have an awful game, but I just don't get it. He seems to be kind of plodding along. And that's not good enough for me. So yeah, S saying painful season, extremely painful, mate. We need a good week now. We need positive news. We need a good win on Wednesday. We need at least one signing, or at least a big development. Obviously, we all know what Arsenal PR machine is like when it comes to announcing signings. We won't see him in the shirt, probably this week, but at least try and get the deal done this week, and we'll wait till February for the unveiling. But yeah, you won't win a game for a while, as you need to get over that job we've done of you first, mate. I was unhappy with the way that we played against you guys. Big up to Michael. This is on Mikel. You can't keep disrupting the team by making two changes in the Kios when one would do. Totally agree. Totally agree. I said it. When the teams were announced. Obviously, did the watch along. You just can't. There's no need for it. Right. We could have played Timber at right back, and put Kivior at centre back, and not have to play Marino. We didn't have to make two changes just because one person's injured. So one person's injured affects two positions. That's on Mikel. Mikel's the one that decides that. So yes, totally agree, Michael. It happened to Liverpool. Big up to 230 people currently watching. Do appreciate it. Let's get into the goals. Obviously, Martinelli, I didn't react to it in the way that most people would because I didn't actually thought we were over the line, if I'm honest. Obviously, that one needs the ref to announce that it's gone over the line, because until I saw the replay, I did not think that went over the line, to be fair. I thought Martinez saved it. That's why I didn't react in the way that you expect. Havertz, he did well to get it on target, but I'll be honest, Martinez made a howler there. Tillemans and Watkins it's just where Arsenal just went to sleep. And weirdly, Marino was involved in the first one. And obviously, Tillemans had a second opportunity to put another one away. Again, Marino. Second one, totally on Partey. I don't know why people are putting blame on Kai. Like, he's not any taller than what he is. He can't grow inches just by jumping. Don't know what kind of sport they think this is. But it's just horrendous. Would like to say rest in peace, Dennis Law. Wasn't old enough to see him play, but what a player. Totally agree. Yeah. Condolences go to Dennis Law's family and friends and loved ones. So yeah, it is a shame for Dennis Law to pass away yesterday. The marking for the second goal was horrible. But that's a DM thinking his fullback is covering him behind him. That split second switch off is all it takes at this level. Yeah, totally agree. Partey knew who he was marking. For whatever reason, he took his mind off it and gave Watkins the chance. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, but why didn't Raya do better?" Pinpoint against a striker, the chances of a goalkeeper saving it is pretty slim. Big up to Gerard B saying, hang on 2 secs. Everything is sideways or back, even throws. So that party almost gave away a goal with a backwards throw. Teams are made to feel comfortable with that lethargic football. 100%. It's sideways, backwards, already oversee. That's the type of football we're playing. And the reason that I stopped doing Man City watch longs was because I hated the football. I watch football to be entertained, not to be bored senseless. This is not Arsenal Football Club, not the football club that I fell in love with. Yes, the football wasn't great sometimes under George Graham, and yeah, probably because I was going a lot more to the games itself, which obviously made it more entertaining for me. But then Wenger brought in his type of football, entertaining, slightly suspect defensively, but it was entertaining to watch. This is not entertaining. I'll be honest, it's not. This is not my type of football. This doesn't work one way. Okay, we'll go backwards. Doesn't work that way. Okay, we'll go backwards. And it's like, obviously, we're going to have to do the player ratings, and I'll be honest. Some people are not going to get a good rating today. I'll be honest now. And question mark has to go on Odegaard again. What on earth was that performance? It was awful. And we can't keep blaming, oh, yeah, but Saka's out, so that's why he's not performing. He's a lot of fans calling him world-class. World-class players can play by themselves. It's amazing that. They don't and shouldn't need another player to back them up. So, yeah, for me, Odegaard was sucky today. There's no way of putting it nicely, to be honest. Sucky. Let's talk about the stats. So possession-wise, 66% for Arsenal, 34 for Aston Villa, 17 shots for Arsenal, 8 for Aston Villa, 6 on target for Arsenal, 4 for Villa, 10 corners for Arsenal, 1 for Aston Villa. Final third phase, passing accuracy 78% for Arsenal, 51 for Aston Villa. XG for everyone that loves XG, 1.44 for Arsenal, 1.04 for Villa, 1.27 from open play from Arsenal, 0.5 for Aston Villa. Set play, 0.17. They were poor today. There was a couple of chances. I remember the Gabriel where he crossed it, and then Partey literally hit it over the bar from 5 yards out. So yeah, XG set play for Villa 0.54. XG on target for Arsenal is 1.03 compared to Aston Villa's 1.52. Duels won. We won all the duels today, which pleases me. 54%. Compared to Villa's 46, beat him in the ground duels and the aerial duels today, which again pleases me. That is the only bonus for me today. Passes 484 for Arsenal, 264 for Aston Villa. Accuracy was 88% for Arsenal, 73 for Aston Villa. Own half passes 144 compared to Aston Villa's 133. Opposition half passes 284 compared to Aston Villa's 60. Accuracy in long balls was 61% for Arsenal, 44 for Aston Villa. Accuracy in crosses 29 for Arsenal, 20% for Aston Villa. 35 touches in the opponent's box for Arsenal, 13 for Aston Villa. All right, then we'll go to Tom team. I'm going to see what anyone's been saying. No, thankfully, no one's commenting. That's awesome because it would make me cry probably. Right, okay. So obviously, I talked about this at the beginning of the game. One injury does not mean we have to change two positions. Kivior would have done fine. Yeah. Literally all I would have done was, okay, Saliba's injured. Okay, Kivior, here we go. But no. That tells you everything about Kivior. So, yeah, he's either going to go this window or the next window, but he will not be here much longer. And clearly, that is why we've been looking at of another centre back. Obviously, before Arujo, whatever his name is, signed a new deal at Barca. Obviously, we were considering. Honestly, the game has bored me that much. I'm actually tired. That's obviously why we're looking at another centre back. So, yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Merino midfield. Hell no, don't want to see it. I'll be honest. Didn't have a bad game today though. He wasn't awful. I just don't get him. I don't know what he does for us. And then Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz up front. Obviously, haven't got really much choice apart from Sterling would be the only other option. So, again, don't have major issue with that if I'm honest. So yeah, let's get into ratings because honestly, the quicker this stream ends, the better for me. If I'm honest, I just need a drink. Right. Good start with Ray. I'm going to have to do a 6 for him because he did let in 2 goals. Second one, could he have done better? I don't know. Unless he's got the ability to expand himself by about 5. No, but he did concede 2, so I can't exactly give him a good rating. Thomas Partey, 6. Yeah, 6. Timber gets a 7. Gabriel gets a 7. Lewis Skelly gets a 7. Our defence wasn't awful, but they weren't great. Lewis Skelly had a great pass that put Trossard through. Trossard would have been offside anyway if you put that chance away, but great pass by Lewis Skelly there. Marino Rice, 7 and 7 for Marino and Rice. Like I said, I don't have an agenda against Marino. He wasn't awful today, which is good. But I just don't get him in our system. Just doesn't excite me. There was a chance where he had way more time on the ball to actually put a chance away, and he put it wide. So, yeah. You know what? For that, actually 6. Yeah, okay, 6 now. Just talk myself into it. Odegaard, 5. It was shocking. Shocking. By all means, everyone can disagree. I don't mind. But I thought it was awful today. Martinelli had one good chance. Did the best he could with that chance, to be honest, right at the early stages of the game. Scored a goal. Didn't do anything majorly wrong. I'm going to give him an 8. Havertz. He's going to get a 7. I know he scored a goal, but there are moments that the way that he plays, and it's not his fault again because he's not a striker, and I don't know why we keep persisting with it. We'll just go and buy one. There's strikers available. I know there is, so just go and get one. Trossard gets a 9. I thought he was brilliant, so I do need to make sure he stands out from everybody else because he was brilliant today. I was so happy with Trossard. He was the only highlight of my game, if I'm honest. Michael saying, I think Marino was another indulgent signing by Mikel, like the Havertz one, spot on. Very much like Calafiori as well. We didn't need Calafiori. We bought him for what purpose? Just not good enough, sadly. He's not. No. And look, he's a good player, right? So I'm definitely not going to say he's a bad player because he is a good player. We've seen it at Sociedad in Spain. He just doesn't fit our system. I'm a question mark, a little question mark. I think this is a bit harsh for me at the moment, but I question whether or not he's good enough for the Premier League. Some players just don't fit the system or the energy. Get one. I bet he'd love to come to us as a big gooner. He is a massive gooner. He would cost a lot of money, and obviously the age is a problem. But to be fair, if Mikel really wanted him, you could approach Josh, and as long as the money's not ridiculous, I don't know how much Watkins would cost. To be fair, let's have a quick look, see how much he would actually cost. Let's have a look. What's his value? Yeah, it's going to cost about 80 million. So it would be a tricky one to do, and I wouldn't be happy paying 80 million quid for someone that is 29. He's just turned 29. So yeah, that bit would bother me. Paying 80 million for a 29-year-old. Yeah, you'd probably get 2 good seasons out of him, and that's it. So we'd be back to square one again. Right, let's move on to the subs. Oh, sorry, silly me. Sub. How silly. Me thinking that we made loads of subs. One. To be fair, I'm going to back up Beckill here. There was no other options. If I'm honest. The only one I did say that we could have done was brought Tierney on, taken Marino off, put Partey back in midfield, and put Timber at right back. That's the only change I probably would have considered, like for something a little bit different. But obviously, Mikel doesn't do that kind of thing. So yeah, Sterling came on for long enough, but I'll be honest, he gets a 6, and that's not me being harsh. It just didn't do much in that time. So 6 for Sterling for me. Hover with the set pieces. Oh God. Having Odegaard take the set pieces hurts Hover, if I'm honest. So I'm going to have to be honest. It's going to be a 5 because Odegaard's just not it right now. It's just his delivery is awful. Even that last chance that we had, dying moments, too much power on it, literally put it into Martinez's hands. So yeah, Arteta, Jesus Christ, I don't know what to do with this one. What do I do? We didn't lose the game, but we didn't win the game. He did make 2 changes when we only need to make 1. Could have made an extra sub that I think would have just helped us out a little bit. So I'm going to have to give him a 4. And it's definitely not agenda. There's certain aspects where I just think, yeah. Oh, golly gosh. So yeah, that's it really. Let's hope for a good Wednesday because we need it. We need a pick me up. Obviously next weekend we're up here where I am, Ballymonagh. So yeah, and I'll be honest, that ain't going to be an easy game. If Wolves turn up that day, which to be fair, they've improved a little bit since Gary O'Neill left and Vitor Pierre has come in, but I don't think it's going to be a walkover. So yeah, I will be back midweek with the preview for the Dynamo Zagreb game. But yeah, guys, take yourself away from football. I would for a bit. Give yourself a day off. Take yourself away from it because I think I'm going to have to. I would have done a stream tomorrow, but you know what? I'm not going to. I could do without it. I do hope there'll be breaking news this week. I am prepped for it if there is. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's a bit of a downer, but yeah, I'm just done. I'm done for today. That was just not what we needed. Guys, I'll speak to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.